I started playing basketball since I was 2. I haven't put it down since. The sound of the ball bouncing against the hardwood, the sound that it makes when it goes through the net, I just love everything about it. It's the seed that started everything. Everything grew from this ball. If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, because you can always go back and do it again. So it loses its beauty. I wanted to be remembered as a player that didn't waste a moment, didn't waste a day. I felt extremely blessed by their God-given talent. At the same time, I didn't take it for granted. The most important thing is how your life touches those around you and how it carries forward to the next generation.
All right, y'all, so we back. We're going to continue talking about Kobe Bryant, the legacy, but also what I want to get into now is, as with anything else, there's always the morning, the aftermath, and do you think the NBA should shut down for his funeral?
Hell yeah. I'm all for it. I am all for it. All them players want to be there. All them players idolized him. Even if you can't be there, you know it's going to be televised. Everybody want to be in front of a TV and give that whole fraternity, because we all know basketball, NBA is a fraternity. Give that whole fraternity a chance to mourn their friend, their brother, the same way any one of us would want to do the same if it was one of ours.
Thanks.
Absolutely. I think it'll be something like you've never seen before. I can't imagine being an NBA player and you get that game off and you're not going to Kobe's funeral. Like, it.
Well, what if you got to play?
What I'm saying is, if they get the games off.
No, but let's say they don't. Let's say the NBA don't. Just go to the other side.
What's that term you've been using? Tier management.
I just think it's crazy. You know what's crazy is that, LA just lost Nipsey Hussle and they had his funeral at the Staples Center.
Can't be held in a
Staples Center don't got enough seats for this, man. This is
they're gonna have to bring that to an arena, bro.
This is going to be.
You mean a stadium?
Yeah, stadium.
It's going to be something to behold. But to answer your question, absolutely, yes, the NBA should shut down for this.
Honestly, it should be a national day of mourning. Just my personal point of view. I don't even think this is just about the NBA. I think this should be like a national day of mourning. Like, it's probably not going to happen, but the impact that he's had internationally, globally, not even just domestically, is like insurmountable. Like, if you think about, famous people passing or their funerals, just at that, you can. This is like close to that. Like, this is at that level. You know what I mean? So, and then the tragedy that it is, and the tragic nature that it happening. Like, I feel like. Listen, I'm thinking about like shutting down my office, like for real. Like, we all gonna watch the funeral. Like, it's that serious. And I think what really touches me more is that I watch another black man that I feel was like this icon, family man, and for him to be taken out so early, it's like it. I still can't even express it in words.
Did you see the L. Duncan piece? She talked about him.
That right there was
crazy. Tough. L. Duncan, she's a sports center.
When she talked
anchor.
about the daughters.
Yeah, he said he's a girl dad. Oh my God,
jeez. What I say is that I can't imagine, from a player's perspective that looked up to him and idolized him, being able to play a game knowing that his funeral is going on. No matter the day is happening. I can't imagine. They have travel, they have practice, they have things they have to do prior to a game. So even if you have his service at 11 o'clock, LA time and whatever.
And you flying back.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what? I think the NBA is going to get this right just off of the fact that they have to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? There's talk about formally retiring his numbers and nobody ever wearing them again. The players already have informally started saying, like, we not wearing those numbers no more. Those numbers are informally retired,
And let me
which is a huge impact.
Tonight, the Clippers were supposed to play the Lakers at Staples Center. Of course, that's where the game would have been at, and they postponed the game. They didn't quote unquote cancel it. They postponed it. They'll play it later on in the season. I think looking at the window, and I don't know what the situation is, but what I would think is you would either have it if they can do it before All-Star break. Because that you have 2 days, you have a day off.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
You have a day off in between the All-Star weekend. Everybody's off that Thursday. All-Star weekend starts Friday. So you might want to do it then or right after All-Star
Right after All-Star break, because they get like 3 days.
8 days. 8 days off, and then you can do it because there's nothing going on during that time. But also, that's a fan level.
That's a family thing,
on a personal level, I couldn't see drawing this out that long for the family because they would have to deal with it. So, but I don't know how they're going to do it, but I think it'll only be right to shut the NBA down when his service comes up, whenever they announce it. Man, you can't play games that day.
I agree with you. What's the crazy thing? Dwight Howard, last week, was hollering at the fans, get Kobe to help me in a dunk contest.
Yeah. Yo, let me say this. I am, Dwight Howard, what he put out there was real deep, kid. It shows again the impact. Him and Kobe wasn't boys, and you know what they went through when they played there together. But when you read what he put out there about Kobe, it shows these are men, man. Yo, at the end of the day, we don't have to agree, but I love you, man. And I think we all walk away with, now, because I heard it a bunch of times, no matter what beef you got going on or what disagreements you have going on, that you want to clear them up because it ain't that big of a deal, really, at the end of the day. But when I look at it and I say it, man, this man lived an incredible life, man. Had an incredible
The redemption,
life,
I'm telling you, the redemption to me is something to behold. To this honestly, this beloved figure that
that wasn't
family
loved
man.
during his playing
He
time.
really wasn't loved. His beef with Shaq, and they're cool now. And they put things aside, man.
Shaq said some real joint the other night where he was like, yo, a lot of that beef, Shaq was doing it for marketing.
Yeah.
Shaq was like, I kept it going for marketing because it was helping business.
Yeah, that's what Mike Tyson said. A lot of stuff he has said back in the days wasn't real. It was just about
Muhammad Ali, same thing.
Yeah, that's but Shaq, that's what Shaq said, man. But genuine love, man. When you look at LeBron getting off that plane and the way he was, you could see he was hurt, man. Wade hurt, man.
Yo, but I seen the LeBron thing, right? And I was like, that's his man. I get it. But then to find out you spoke to him a couple hours before.
Yeah, that's always the thing, because it's honestly like, there's no way. I just got off the phone with him.
What are
There's
you
no
talking
way
about?
that this could be happening.
You're never gonna see him again.
That's
You're never gonna hear
wild.
his voice again.
And so much was crazy too. It's such an interesting thing because these guys played with him. He was their hero, and they played with him. It's not like, this is somebody that I idolized growing up, and he got out the league by the time I made it in. They played games with him. There's footage of all-star games with these guys and stuff like that. So then not only is he your hero, your friend, idol,
brother,
all and you just see him gone.
Thanks. I said something earlier. Yo, you talk about the seen footage. What about the unseen footage? The stuff you don't have no idea about.
Well, Kyrie, look at Kyrie. Kyrie was at the Garden warming up, heard and left.
Yo, kid, you can't imagine, man.
When they won the chip, they said Kobe was the first person Kyrie called once he got to the locker room and got to his phone.
Yo, kid, that's why I sit here and say, man, the impact is just incredible, man. I'm talking about across the board, man, cross seas. And before we end this segment, I do want to get into an additional the discussion that's going to hit home. like we had already said, his daughter had a promising, possible career in basketball, and Kobe supported her 1,000% the changeover that he started pushing with the WNBA is remarkable.
Absolutely.
Because for we know since that league started, they have not really gotten any kind of push, any kind of support until Kobe stepped in. And what I hope and I pray that others now pick that mantle up and push for that league to now grow, women's basketball to grow. His daughter to be given a seat at a UConn game, man.
That
hurt. How deep that hurt. She's 13.
She wanted to go to UConn. They put out a jersey for her.
That was her dream, kid. And I'm like,
wild.
oh, wow, man. But to see her life lost in all of this, man, to lose Kobe is one thing, man. But the 13-year-old dying and knowing not even the fact that she didn't have to be a basketball. She could have been it wasn't even about sports. Just the fact that a 13-year-old girl lost her life, man, at the early part of
she lost her life doing something that she loved to do, and she was doing it with her dad. He lost his life on another thing that hit home for me as a father. He lost his life doing what we do as fathers. Right. On weekends, how many of us are taking our kids to activities? Right. This is what you do. I had leave up to play Madden. Sometimes it's like, nah, I gotta go take Kaylin to go play ball. That's what you do as a dad, man. It hits home on so many levels. It's crazy, man.
I still can't as much as we talk about it, I just still cannot process.
I don't even want to think about that because I can't even think about losing my kid. I can't think about losing none of my kids. Like, you know what I mean? I can't. Like, that's not even a thought. Like, oh man.
What I want to share is I reached out to both my daughters, and the relationship that we share is special. And it was hard, really hard having that conversation with them, man, because, man, you want to have your daughter to have everything, and my sons as well, but my daughters is just like Banks was saying earlier, you want to protect them. 100%. You want to be there for them, but I will say is that I don't even think about the last moments, man. The only thing that I continue to think about is those pictures of him and his daughter.
Yeah,
those pictures is priceless.
And that's why I said it's so difficult for me to even process that. Like, I remember a while ago when I was at one of my jobs, I did something small for my daughter, right? I don't even know what it was. It was like the smallest thing, and I was telling one of my coworkers, and my coworker said something to me that was like crazy, and she was like, "Yo, you're like your daughter's hero." Like, as a father, your daughter...
First one.
Think about it. You're the first man that tells your daughter that your daughter hears say, yo, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the model of a man that your daughter has. So, just that foundation that you build with your daughter, and that's why I said I joke because my wife thinks I spoil my daughter. I do. Like, because
who doesn't?
That's
man?
What I feel like I am supposed... That's me in just protection of my daughter. So... to think that, this man was, like what Banks said, doing something that we regularly do. I take my daughter to the hospital on the weekend, every day, every weekend. I take her to volleyball, things like that. So doing that and to go out that way and to know that your job was to protect your kid, I can't even... That doesn't even sit well with me. Like, it doesn't... It's like...
one of the saddest pictures I've seen, too, man, is... the people that was at the academy waiting for them to get there.
Yeah,
it was all
that was tough. They didn't tell the kids. They knew they couldn't tell the kids.
Her teammate, those two girls that was on it, their teammates are waiting for them to get there.
I thought it was 3 girls.
Yeah, it was 3 girls.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3 girls. My apologies.
Yeah, 3 teammates.
They was, they're like, and they got to tell them like, yo, your teammates, they not gonna be here.
They had all the kids on their knees.
And Gianna's dad, he's not coming in. And I'm sorry, the other young lady's name, their parents they're not coming. Like, it's crazy. It's unbelievable, man.
What I keep thinking about is, of course, Gianna, but his other 3 daughters. Cause you lost, as sisters, you lost like, your best friend. You lost your dad. He has a daughter what's like 4 months now. She's never gonna know her dad. You feel what I'm saying? The ones that grew with him is never, they're gonna grow up in life and know that everything he taught me, he's not there to see at the end of the day. You know, you still gonna feel that love because he instilled things in them, right? Because I feel now, like, you know, God forbid if I pass, the things that I instilled in my kids is gonna stick with them through adulthood. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, just to know that, damn, like, we just said bye, or yo, see you later, see you in a couple hours, and he's never coming home, and my sister's never coming home. I think about them a lot.
But let me say this, and I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to throw this out there. In a situation like this, those 3 girls got over 1 million uncles now.
Oh, that's a man. Listen, they got a whole city behind them.
Yo, listen, listen. I'm being real with you, because now when you listen to some of the things that these players have said, friends of his, you know, and that was their niece. You know, this is you know, Tracy McGrady, you know, what he was saying. You know, they may not have Kobe, but they're gonna have a lot still, man.
It's gonna be crazy.
They're gonna have dads. Their father's going, but there's gonna be dads
it's gonna
for a long time, man. Because you know, you now, this is when the village really steps up. And I think that with that being said, they're never gonna let Kobe's memory go.
Of course.
You know, it's always going to be where those guys are going to be there for her.
It's funny is that, you know, a funny story happened a while ago. I remember Leaf told me he saw my daughter on a train a few years back. And, you know, my first question to him was like, was she doing the right thing? He was like, no, she was behaving everything. I was like, yo, feel free to drape her up if you see her not doing. Yo, so can you imagine Kobe's daughter in the city of LA is like, for life, they gonna have people like, she's smoking a cigarette. Like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing out here, yo? For real.
And truly, I don't think I would limit it to just LA. I think, like I said,
what I'm saying,
anywhere she goes,
I got you.
with
But
that last name,
especially
LA, they're royalty for life, yo.
In
LA, they're royalty for life, bro.
They bigger than these people in England and all that, man. They'll never pay for anything ever again.
All right, y'all. Once again, we're gonna come back one more time. And once again, you know, rest in peace to Kobe, his daughter, the 7 other people on that flight, man. Rest in peace, y'all. Peace.